So this is what I don't understand about people that have jobs that they actually don't like doing. I just got off the bus and I got on the bus today not really knowing where I'm going. I was just like, I just kind of want to get out today. I was like, I'm gonna ride down to the train station and then I'm gonna ride back and get off, probably just view some apartments, just have something to do, because I really don't know the area exactly like I need to. So I'm like, I need to try to ride some buses, try to see what Plano has to offer, stuff like that. So when I first got to the train station, the lady was like, okay, yeah, you got to get off. Okay, that's fine. Some people, sometimes they do that, depending on their personality. And so I was like, but are you about to go back around? Because I wanted to go back around. And she was like, yes, but I'm about to, no, she was like, I'm about to take a break or whatever. I'm about to go take a restroom break. Okay, so I got off and I waited. She was like, I'll come back in 30. She was like, I'll be back in 30 minutes. Because I was like, if you finna go back around, I really, they'll be like, you got to get off. So I got off and I waited 30 minutes. She came back around. I get on the bus. Okay, so we getting halfway up the route. Now, at this point, I know where I'm getting off at. I know that I'm getting off kind of close to where I stay at. Just going to view some other apartments, just have something to do. But she going to tell me stop in the middle of the route now. The middle of the route as we heading back in front of whoever's on the bus. Do you know where you going? Because you've been riding this whole time. And I said, ma'am, I know exactly where I'm getting off at. I said, you're not even at the end of your route yet. She gonna tell me that's why I called security. I said, not security, her supervisor. I said, call your supervisor. I said, you could at least wait until you got to the end of your route before you start assuming that I'm just riding to be riding. But my whole problem is this, y'all. It is a bus. You are a bus driver. People can get on the bus and ride. Now, some people do ride for whatever reason. I know when I was homeless, I just rode to ride. But my problem is if it hurt you that bad, because if it hurt you that bad, and this was a black woman, if it hurt you that bad, then I'm riding your bus and you ain't even wait till you got the end of the route to see if I'm just riding again. You don't need to be driving. I said, you could at least wait till you got to the end of the route before you assuming it's the middle of the ride. I know where I'm getting off at. So I was like, you could call your supervisor. I said, you a black woman. I said, it's a main time, 9 times out of 10 be black women that be on that negativity. So I said, you got them locks in your head like you all down and real. So anyway, I got off at my stop. I thought it wasn't no bus stop. I was like, a bus stop up there. She was like, no, it was on the Greenway. I got off. I let it go. I was going to report her because I felt like that was unprofessional. I was like, she could have waited till she got to the end of her route to make sure before she just calling me out in front of everybody talking about where you getting off at and all this stuff. But anyway, I said, I'm going to let it go. But I just want to tell you bus drivers out there, if you get so upset because people are riding your bus, especially when they're not acting crazy, they just riding the bus. You don't need to drive. Because my whole thing is I'm just riding her bus. I got my bus pass and everything. Now, I done read one time up and I know where I'm getting off when I come back. She just assuming I'm just finna keep riding and she gonna go to my, that's why I call Super, where you getting. You don't need to be driving if you're doing all that, because people ride the bus to explore. I'm new to the neighborhood still, so I'm trying to figure out, where I'm gonna go, what I'm gonna do for the day, just trying to have fun. And if you getting an attitude like that, you ruining my day. And the other thing, now, I'm not going through nothing now, but there was a time when I was homeless and I used to ride the bus just to go to sleep or just to do something during the day. And thank God I didn't really run into drivers like that. But my point is, if they minding their business, sitting on that bus with common sense, they ain't falling all over the place. Sometimes I leave my head up, I probably will go to sleep. But if they not bothering nobody, just do your job. They not bothering nobody. My whole thing is, how much extra you getting paid to make somebody's life a living hell when they already going through? Now, okay, I know to each his own. My whole thing is y'all don't need to be driving the bus drivers out there. If you get mad for people just riding your bus, I can see if they cussing out people, talking to themselves, falling all over the place, acting all pissy, drunk and crazy, that's one thing. But if they just sitting on that bus minding their business, they can ride all day with me, but it depends on the person. But because I've been through things, if they just minding their business, I don't care how long they sit on that bus with me, as long as they just acting right. Now, if I got to go to the garage, they might say, I might tell them to step out, but my thing is, you don't know what people are going through. If they just mind their business, sitting there just riding the bus, let them ride. Hello, Miss Crystal, how you doing? You don't know if they homeless. If they not bothering nobody, not let them ride. That's it. You get paid to drive. You don't get paid to figure out people's situation and tell them to get off the bus if they not bothering nobody. If they just riding that bus and they not a threat, let them ride is my point. My whole thing is they might be new like I am, trying to figure it out, just trying to enjoy the day. Ain't got nothing else to do. So my whole thing is, if you a bus driver and you got a short temper, I wrote